It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans
on Sunday night primetime.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard at the quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head. But over the long term, both these organizations feel like they have an answer at the most critical position in all of sports.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his second year in the NFL out of Florida.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
2nd and a yard. From the gun, Richardson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Sims now to return it. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
You could certainly make the case, Mike, that he had one of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in NFL history. Not so much just his personal play, but he has completely rejuvenated that Houston Texans locker room and that Houston Texans organization. It was incredible watching him as a rookie. I'll tell you what, though, I think he's even more capable here in his 2nd year under center.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. but it will keep the drive going.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On second down, Stroud. He's got Dell for that one. And he'll be taken down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Throwing is Stroud. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Texans. Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They go right back to Taylor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Here's Richardson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. Kenny Moore there to make the play. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Stroud to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw, it's Stroud. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Stroud. And he's got Woods. It's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Schultz is the motion man. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, this is Downs. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times the defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
3rd and long. Now Richardson. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. That's Will Anderson, the defensive rookie of the year, in there to record the sack.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. Second and 7. Stroud going to set up to throw. Toward the boundary, taken in by Collins. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. The throw on the run is complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They need 8 as they come up for third down. On play action, Stroud. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
A second down throw for Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man, complete to Dell. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run here with Mixon. Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Colts offense going to take over just before the half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then they say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. First and 10. Here's Richardson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Catch made. That's Woods. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he'll be taken down.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. They look to run with Mixon. Powering forward. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Henry To'o on the tackle. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. Yeah! And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Richardson. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
3rd and 6. Now Richardson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Colts about set to punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. There's that man again, another catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Off the play. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll send a tight end in motion. They will work the middle with Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So 4th down, and it's the forward chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. And back deep it is Josh Downs. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Open man, that's Alec Pierce. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Richardson to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
On second down, Richardson. That's to the left side and taken in by Downs.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Richardson. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Throwing is Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts are able to cut into the deficit. So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll go right back to Mixon. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Texans set to punt this one away. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. That's complete. Kylan Granson. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Richardson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
You can see the look on that quarterback's face. He took a big, deep breath. He knows he might have gotten away with one. He's trying to give his receiver a chance in the end zone to go get it. And the defender got there first. Unfortunately for him, he didn't come away with the interception.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win here for the Texans. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.